Let's see. Um,
Mm.
get that up right now.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Mm, 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 mm.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Let me see.
I think that's good.
Can I format this in a certain way? I'm learning, y'all. So please excuse my ignorance on this at the moment. I'm gonna check to see. Oh shit. Oh, that's solid. But anyway, am I too low? Y'all tell me. Let me check the lot to see if I look too low. I look short as hell. I don't like that. I could boost my chair a little bit though. But how y'all doing, chat? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Basically, I'm talking about this whole Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua situation. Where Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul are now fighting apparently. And that's crazy. But that's exactly what we was calling. We was calling for that. We was saying, yo, 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 yo. I was just testing something. But we kind of call that customization. Na, 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 na. But that's a fight that's worth seeing. Like that's something that I would rather see. Jake Paul versus because Jake Paul versus Javante Davis was just like, what the heck? Like that to me that didn't really make any sense. A lot of people was just like, Tank is gonna win or Jake Paul is gonna win. But like that fight to me was just ridiculous. You got somebody that's like that fights at 140, 135, and the limit that Jake Paul's coming and Jake Paul is gonna come in at 195. That's nuts. They couldn't get that fight, man. That fight just does not make any sense. But Anthony Joshua, that's a first legitimate heavyweight boxer that and legit actually Tommy Fury was legit, but Tommy Fury is kind of like not like on Anthony Joshua's level or Tommy Fury's level. I mean Tyson Fury's level. Or even Deontay Wilder's level. So Tommy Fury is just like a little bit less less of a caliber than we'll say like Usyk is like A class fighter, right? He's up there. Then you got Dubois, Anthony Joshua. I think they're like B class heavyweights. Um, who else? Who else? Andy Ruiz. He's like a low A, high B, because like he beat Anthony Joshua, but then he also lost to him. And Andy Ruiz like really took it serious. First Mexican heavyweight in history. Come on, man. Who else we got? Damn, I'm running out of these snacks. These shits was good. But this joint is announced, like, it's being announced literally. CBS Sports is just announcing it. How long ago did it? Like 1 day ago, CBS Sports announced Jake Paul sets a fight former heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua in December. In December, we don't know exactly when, but December 19th, that's the date. So it's going to be December 19th in Miami. Hold on. They just announced, they just said something about the gloves. Let me see. 8-round fight, 3-minute rounds, 10-ounce gloves. 8-round fight, 3-minute rounds with 10-ounce gloves. Now, isn't it crazy how? Isn't it crazy that when he was gonna fight Gervonta Davis, they were so good, they were gonna wear 12-ounce gloves? That seems kind of interesting to me. Like when he was gonna fight Gervonta Davis, it was gonna be, I think, around the same amount of rounds, 3-minute rounds, and same amount of rounds, like 8, or it might have been 10. But they were gonna have both of them fight at 12-ounce gloves. But in this fight, they're fighting with 10-ounce gloves. That's a little awkward to me. That's a little odd to me, because like on Gervonta's side, they were like, "Yo, like Gervonta fights in like 10-ounce gloves or whatever. Like he don't fight no 12s. 12s is for practice." But anyway, let's continue. Anthony Joshua, 2-time unified heavyweight champion and gold medal. They saying he making a big mistake. Yo, now they're talking like, so Dana White is basically saying, like, somebody said, yo, they pull up to UFC and one of the reporters are like, yo, do you see the fight in December 19th worth going to? Dana White says no. He doesn't even know what the fight is. He just like, why would you go to somebody else? I mean, other people who support other people's establishments, but that just goes to show that Dana White does not care about the business that Jake Paul does. He's like, I'm running a business. I'm running a real fight business. This is the UFC. This is what I'm running over here. And I'm not worried about that. No, I'm worried about my fights. Come check my fights. That's basically what he's saying. He's holding a UFC microphone. Backdrop says Madison Square Garden, UFC 322. We know what he wants. He don't care about Jake Paul. Oh, wow. So Dana actually said he's going to tune in now that he knows, like, now that he knows that it's it's a Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. He's like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna tune into that. I want to see homeboy get knocked out. That's crazy, man. But we know. We know. That's insane. But yeah, that's all we want to see. We want to see him fight a real boxer. We want to see the real fights happen, not these like boxer versus UFC fighter in boxing only. Like, I would have found it more interesting if Jake Paul fought someone in boxing, one of the UFC fighters in boxing, and then went to UFC and fought UFC, like their style. with everything that they can do, grapple, kicks, all that, elbows. We want to see that. But nobody's actually ever done that. Well, Clarissa Shields did it a little bit. She had success for in like one or two matches, but I think she did lose one as well. And it's just because like it's a different beast. You know, we've seen Conor McGregor come over to boxing, he got spanked. We've seen Nate Diaz come over to boxing, got spanked. We seen Francis Ngannou come over to boxing, got spanked. First time was like a really, really good fight. Who was it with? Oh, when he fought Tyson Fury. He fought Tyson Fury. Those are like pretty good. Then when he fought Anthony Joshua, that was bad. Like, hold on. Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou. That fight was actually crazy. Like, I'm about to check the highlights on this. I got to check the highlights on this one, man, because this fight was just extra wild. At the time, woo! At the time, Anthony Joshua was 34. Francis Ngannou 37. Anthony Joshua, height 6'6", 252.4 pounds, with an 82-inch reach. With an 82-inch reach. Orthodox. 24 wins, 3 losses. Then we have Francis Ngannou, 6'4", 272.6 pounds, with a 78-inch reach. So not too far off, but Anthony Joshua is 6'6". He belonged playing basketball, bro, or football. But instead he chose violence. He's 6'6". God damn. And Francis Ngannou, 0-1. Now, see, here's the thing. They rushed it. They took Francis Ngannou, say he's the best at UFC. Let's throw him against the best in boxing. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. I mean, at least he didn't fight Usyk. I mean, Usyk would have probably just embarrassed him. Like, I don't know. Oh my God. In the first round. In the first round, knocked down Francis Ngannou. Oh man. They pawing at each other, checking it out. Anthony Joshua does have power, man. He got power. And if he hits you with that power, he can knock you out. He can crack. He doesn't have a granite jaw, though. We've seen him get buzzed and we've seen him get dropped before. Yeah, Ngannou showed an iron chin in the UFC, but these punching these gloves are different, man. It rings your bell, man. They get you concussed. See, in the UFC, you can like they're so used to falling and dropping because they can like oof. I gotta see that again. Hold on. They're so used to like in the UFC, like you can fall and it's like it counts as a down, but you can still like play a fight game where people are gonna grapple or anything like that. There's no standing 8 count. Like there's no 8 count. There's none of that in UFC. It's like you on the ground. It's either you sink or you swim. Like get up or you don't get up. You know what I mean? But see, if the reason why they do this in boxing is because when you get knocked down like that and you're already buzzed, and then somebody tries to like punch you again continuously in the head while you're trying to get up, you could kill that person with them gloves, man. You can really kill them people. Like, so this is why. Oh my goodness. See, Anthony Joshua is like really textbook. Like he's textbook. And that's the thing about it. Like he knows his fundamentals and basics, and that he has a really good tool. The really strong overhand is fast and heavy. And he rung Ngannou's bell right there. He said, "Bing." He saw it. Ngannou came in, and his guard was not up. Anthony Joshua's Anthony Joshua like clocked him, and this is the second round. Ngannou was trying to go in, trying to have a war, a full fight war, throwing bombs. Anthony Joshua finished him, and then he crumbled. Anthony Joshua just walked off, and Ngannou crumbled. Man, that was bad. He went to sleep immediately. He went to sleep. That was a crazy knockout. Ngannou didn't want anymore. He was like, "Hold on, I'm in the wrong sport." Oh man, that fight against Ngannou kept his name, kept his name up there because Ngannou gave Tyson Fury a pretty decent fight. So they were thinking like, oh, they were like, oh yeah, they were like, oh yeah, like he's definitely gonna knock out Anthony Joshua. Everybody was betting on it, like, no, he's gonna knock out Anthony Joshua. He's good enough. He could do it. And for Anthony Joshua, it was a walk in the park. He said, "This is my sport." He didn't actually say that, but with his actions, he put that man to sleep, man. But anyway, Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, December 19th. That's gonna be crazy. I'm tuning in. How about y'all? Peace.